All right, sling's on you. There we go, fish on. Fish on. What in the world is that? What's going on, everybody? Nick from discontinued Fishing here, and welcome back to another fishing adventure. It is an extremely cold day today, which I am not excited about, but I am excited about where we are heading. I'm going to be fishing a power plant lake that I have never been to. Apparently there are some big catfish to be caught from beneath its surface, especially in the winter time. I'm excited to get out there and hopefully hook into one of those monsters.
Bones from the buffalo cross the river. Watching the spirits leave their home.
I have just made it to the power plant lake. I've got my bike loaded up with a ton of gear because the spot I'm planning on fishing is 1.5 miles from the nearest parking. The first thing I noticed is all of the steam coming off of this water. That tells me that it is considerably warmer than the surrounding area. I cannot wait to get fishing. I have made it as far as you can go, and this spot is looking incredible. There is a ton of steam coming off of the water. You could see the power plant in the background. The hot water outflow comes through this canal and then empties into the rest of the lake. I originally thought this spot closed at 7 p.m., but it actually closes at 4 p.m., so I'm not going to waste any time at all. I brought a couple bait options. I've got some frozen silver carp and some night crawlers. Let's get some baits out there. Let's start by tossing out a piece of that silver carp on my catfish rod. The air temperature today is in the negatives, so to keep my night crawlers from freezing, I've actually got a hand warmer in there with them. All right, guys, something has this bait. I only had my bait in the water for about 5 minutes, and I can already tell there are a ton of fish out there. It got messed with almost immediately. They were able to steal the bait, but that is very exciting.
Taken down by the Willamette River, washed up on a California sea, found my breath right in the middle of the Ozarks.
Oh, there's a bite. All right, sling's on you. There we go, fish on. Fish on. First fish from the power plant lake. What in the world is that? Oh, I can't reach it with my net. Oh, this is sketchy. Come on, buddy. There we go, yes. First fish is a decent little channel catfish. That did not take long at all. This dude picked up some night crawlers. Since it is so cold out here, I do not want to keep these fish out of the water for very long. Let's get a quick close up and send him on his way. See you later, buddy. The current feels like temperature is in the negatives. So the fact that we were just able to catch a fish within the first 10 minutes of being here is remarkable. I cannot wait to see what else we hook into. That channel cat picked up this night crawler on a Carolina rig. Let's toss it back out there. Oh, there's a take. Fish on. Oh no, I think I'm snagged. Oh, dang it. Oh, I'm unsnagged. The fish is still on there. I cannot believe this. That is wild. Not even 2 minutes later, after tossing my bait back out, we caught yet another small channel catfish. That is crazy. All right, let's send this guy on his way. See you later, buddy. So apparently there are a ton of small channel catfish out there, but I've heard rumors of some monster blue catfish inhabiting this lake. I am hoping to catch one of those giants. One of the hardest parts about fishing and filming in the cold is the battery life of this camera gear. They do not do well in cold weather. I am using hand warmers to try to keep the batteries charged, but it is an ongoing struggle. All right, guys, something's messing with the bait on this big rod. I think there might be a fish on here. I think I might have to upsize my bait because they are pretty good at stealing it off the hook. I've got this second big rod rigged up with a much larger chunk of carp. Hopefully a big fish finds it before these small fish steal it. Oh, something just took out some line on this rod. There we go, fish on. Fish on the big rod. Finally, finally. No way. Well, it was hard to tell how big it was because I've got an 8-ounce weight on there. I just caught this tiny channel catfish on my big catfish rod. That's crazy. Okay, let's let this guy go. See you later, buddy. Oh, there's a bite. There we go, fish on. Another really nice looking channel catfish, but nowhere near the size of fish that I'm hoping to catch today. It seems crazy to move from a spot where you are catching a bunch of fish in the freezing cold, but all the fish I've caught so far have been those tiny channel catfish, and they are stealing the bait from my bigger catfish rods. I think if we're gonna catch a monster, we're gonna have to move just a little bit. Now, as you guys could probably tell, I did not move very far from that spot I was at. You can actually see the channel right there behind me. Let's toss our baits out here and see if we can find some of those big fish. Okay, it is quite a bit deeper out there. That's a great sign. Oh, big bite. Something took out a bunch of line. Dang, I think they dropped it. Well, as you guys can tell, I have come back to the first spot where I started fishing. I don't have too much more time before the spot closes, but I'm still hoping we can find that monster fish. There we go, fish on. Oh no, is it off? No, that was a nice bite. First decent bite of the day, and it came off. Dang it. Fish on. Finally another fish. Okay, I will take it. It's freezing cold. My hands, I cannot feel them, but at least we are catching fish. See you later, buddy. Oh, there's a bite. Fish on. Oh, easy, buddy. Oh, there we go. This looks like the biggest fish of the day. See you later, buddy. I don't know if you guys could hear this, but both of these bells on these fishing poles have been going off non-stop, and they're just tiny little bites. I am assuming that those are those little channel catfish nibbling at my big chunks of carp that I have sitting out there. I'm not gonna give up quite yet, but we are quickly running out of time. Man, you could just tell they have been picking away. This used to be a really nice sized bait, and they've just been picking away at it. There we go. Man, the sheer number of these tiny channel catfish is incredible. The fact that they are so active is also really cool. See you later, buddy. even though the sun is still high in the sky, this spot is closing very soon. I need to start packing my stuff up and heading back to my truck. Check it out, you guys. There is literally an icicle that has formed on my bait. That is crazy. I set off today with 2 goals. The first goal was to check out this new fishing spot that I have never been to, and it ended up being a really cool fishing spot. I think it has some real potential to hide some monsters. And the second goal was to catch one of those monsters. Unfortunately, we did not complete that goal. However, we caught an absolute ton of tiny channel catfish, which is incredible seeing as it is freezing cold out here. Needless to say, I had a lot of fun today. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I'd really appreciate it if you left a thumbs up, possibly think about subscribing if you haven't. I will catch you guys on the next one.
By the Willamette River, washed up on a California sea, found my breath.
It is so cold out here that my drone will not take off. I need to warm up this battery and or charge it. It was fully charged before I left.